think he's in love with America, and I am too.
Do you think that a really important part of America is the Constitution? And would you support somebody if they called for the termination of the Constitution?
No.
Luke Beasley is about to expose the biggest inherent contradiction of right-wing politics.
Can I show you something? Because I'm shocked that so many people don't know about this. On True Social, this is from Trump's True Social, because of his belief that the election was stolen, he said a massive fraud of this type of magnitude allows for the termination.
That's fake news.
Of course, he brings out the classic fake news defense as soon as he gets the slightest pushback.
Of all rules, regulations, and articles.
I don't believe in it.
You don't believe that?
No, I don't believe that right there.
Even though he sent it out on True Social?
That's not true, though.
Still up on his account?
No, that's not true. That somebody made a fake thing.
And this wasn't the first time Beasley got a Trumper with the exact same argument.
Would it be a deal breaker for you if someone said, for example, terminate the Constitution?
Absolutely.
So here's him on True Social, and right there he says a massive fraud, talking about his belief that the election was stolen, of this type of magnitude allows for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution.
No, I don't agree with that.
So if that was a deal breaker, then why isn't that something that really makes you question supporting him?
It is equally shocking and refreshing to see a Trump supporter question and doubt their beliefs in real time, because that is always the first step in changing someone's mind. At times, we, leftists on the left, whatever part, forget or dismiss the fact that all of Trump's base learned whatever they currently believe from somewhere, most often from growing up in an environment with family and friends who hold those beliefs, but more importantly from the media and content they consume. Everyone is capable of reform, but it does take a legitimate good faith effort for someone to genuinely reevaluate their worldview, and that's no small task.
As far as I was aware, he was all about the Constitution, family, God, guns, what our founding fathers strive to, principles to live by. So that's news to me. I hadn't seen that.
This is where the media comes in. Fox, Newsmax, OAN, RSBN, and other right-wing outlets would never show their viewers that post from Trump. And if they did, they would twist the framing to paint Trump as being righteous in wanting the throw-out parts of the Constitution, which should be a deadly sin for any alleged conservative.
He says execute drug dealers. Is that something you support?
I've never heard that. I've never heard him say that.
But we're going to be asking everyone who sells drugs, gets caught selling drugs, to receive the death penalty for their heinous acts.
I've never heard him say that.
It does seem hard to believe this man never heard Trump's take on drug dealers, because he's been singing the same tune for years.
Remember this, if somebody goes and shoots somebody or kills somebody, they go away for life, and they can even get the death penalty, right? One person. They shoot one person, they get the death penalty. They shoot one person, kill some person, knife one person, the person dies, they get maybe the death penalty or maybe life in prison, no parole, right? Okay? A drug dealer will kill 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people during the course of his or her life. Thousands of people are killed, or their lives are destroyed, their families are destroyed. So you can kill thousands of people and go to jail for 30 days. They catch a drug dealer, they don't even put him in jail.
He said this at a rally in early 2018 outside of Pittsburgh.
And I said to President Xi, you don't have much of a drug problem. Do you have a drug problem? No, no drug problem. I said, so you have 1.4 billion people and you don't have a drug problem. That's right, no drug problem. I said, what do you attribute that to? Death penalty, quick trial.
He again praised Xi Jinping's strict death penalty policy a year after he mentioned it at the rally we just saw.
You need the death penalty. If you give the death penalty to drug dealers, you will have no more problem. You will have no more problem.
Trump dropped the dog whistles and subtly at this rally from just a few months ago.
If he did, would you be supportive of it?
I'm not supporting. I wouldn't support executing anybody for anything like that at this point. I mean, that's a whole different kind of a thing. But at the same time, I don't. I believe that we need to do things, that are going to be for America and for Americans, and not against what this administration's been doing.
All things considered, another unexpected turn from this Trump supporter. Too bad everyone in his base isn't on the same page about capital punishment.
They need to go back to capital punishment.
Really?
I believe that. Okay. Because now they just smack them on the hand and go.
So what do you mean by capital punishment?
Capital punishment, death.
So you think we should bring back capital punishment?
I do think they need to bring back.
Lastly, if there are any stories we missed, if there are any that you would like to submit, get at me and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. DMs are open. Look forward to all of y'all's submissions. And in addition, to keep the network going and to keep us fully independent, go to tyt.com/join to help support the network.